Hi. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, you can. This is my first time moderating. I was a little confused because the time came through at 3 o'clock, but the email said 4 o'clock. And I was like, I logged on a few minutes ago. I'm like, well, it is what it is. So,
My first time too.
okay, all right. So from what I understand, I have a welcome panelist slide that I'm going to share that you and I are to review. So let me do that.
Well, I'm just the student ambassador that's supposed to be here.
Oh, okay.
I'm not the counselor.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, we could still go through it, but I don't know if maybe.
I'll wait. I'll wait a minute. I logged on a minute early because I thought with the time differential, I thought, gee whiz. So let me close
Yeah, I
out.
just always have a tendency to log in or get places earlier just because you just never know.
Yeah, 100%, especially when you haven't done it before. So let me see. How I can. I'm supposed to share my screen with presentation slides. And I have them open. It's interesting. Let me take a peek. I'm going to close some things out on my desktop to see if that helps. It looks like Bruce Winder is coming in from Pennsylvania College, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Bryce should definitely be joining us.
Oh, Bryce. Okay. Okay, this slide, I closed everything out. Now this slide should let me, here it is. Okay, I had too many windows open. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, I wonder how hey Bryce, how you doing today? Back in. I think I'm still muted. Okay, start video. Hey, how you doing today?
Hello, good afternoon. How are you?
Oh, doing awesome. So, full disclosure, my first time moderating, but they've asked, I should be screen sharing right now. So are you seeing the moderator screens of the welcome panelists?
Yep.
Have you done this before? Because basically these are just the, what I'm supposed to review with you. They've said I have a hard start and a hard end. Okay, I guess you've been told the same thing. And so have you done this before? A few of the stuff
Yeah,
that
I did the panel one last week, actually.
Oh, great. All right. Did it go smooth?
Yeah, it went well. It went well. We had pretty good turnout, so I was happy.
Nice, nice. This is the new way we're doing recruiting and enrollment. Yeah. So basically the question answer, they'll do that over the chat button. And if there's a message, you know, the student's mic or video is not on, that's the settings that they've set up for us. So do you have any other questions?
I don't think so. Is it still the same where we can't go over 45, but if we go under, that's fine?
Yeah, exactly. Because they have these running like this. So they've asked me to like pull my video back up and share the screen that is the thank you screen if you're running over, just so you know that it's
Okay.
running over a little bit. So when I start the session, it will be on this virtual college screen. And I'll welcome the guest as they come in. I'll review this information with them, and then I will cut my video out, and you guys can take it until the very end. It's as easy as that, I suppose.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Unless there's a lot of questions, I definitely don't expect it to take 45 minutes. So we should
Yeah.
give you some time back.
Yeah, I couldn't see how many students were registered for this session.
Oh, really?
No, when I went into Zoom and clicked on it, I couldn't, that wasn't showing to me. So I couldn't see how many were registered for this Zoom. So
I think it was 17 this morning was the last number I saw.
okay, all right, very nice, very nice. So I think I go back in and do you share your screen? This is just the introduction screen. After I do the introduction, I'll stop sharing and then you'll share your screen, right?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, all right, very good. How's your recruiting coming on the whole?
It's going about as well as I think it could go with being virtual. It's gotten better. September was a little rough, everyone learning how to do things, but I think we're starting to pick up the pace a little bit now.
Yeah, same for us. I oversee enrollment at Rowan College, South Jersey, and it's not too far from you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been very challenging. We are wearing a lot of different hats, and we're learning a lot. So that's always the good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will. I'll wait until our guests come in, and I will. I think I have to go back and start the session, right? Into Zoom to start the session?
They should.
Or is it just going to roll in?
I think maybe it just rolls in, or there's like an option that you can let people in, maybe.
No, I don't know. Let me see. Panelists join. I have to go back and click start webinar, actually, it's telling me, and then I share the screen. So I'm going to stop that share. I'm going to go back in. I actually don't see anymore where I start the session. I just see this Zoom session.
I'm looking at the side, and it looks like there's 2 attendees. I don't know where they're at.
It says at the top of the hour, attendees cannot join until you start the webinar. The blue button, start webinar, but I don't see that anywhere.
Maybe it pops up at 4. Maybe it's...
Maybe they have it really locked down, so that could be the case. Let's see.
And I wish I could be more help.
At the top of the hour, click the blue Start Webinar button. But I don't see that on my screen. I see the Zoom. I see the but I see there are 2 attendees in. There's a question. I think you're already in there because the webinar is recording. Okay, so, all right, Cell Tower, great. Can you see that chat too?
Yeah.
All right, so it's 4 o'clock, so I'll just start with the intro slide then. And forgive me for being a novice at this.
No, you're okay.
All right, well, we welcome you to today, the virtual college exploration on the Pennsylvania College of Technology. We really appreciate you attending today, and I'm sure you're going to find a lot of helpful information. I wanted to point out to you just a couple things. If you want to ask a question, please enter it into the chat. The presenters cannot see your face. The video is not working for this session, and your microphone is off. Just so we can answer your questions, please just type them into the chat. We encourage you to sign up for more sessions. This is just one of many sessions that are going to be presented throughout the week through October 9th. So check out the schedule at www.njACAC.org virtual fair. And a recording is going to be available of this session. So we appreciate your attendance today and enjoy the session.
Perfect, thank you. Well, we're gonna kick things off here just with some introductions. Welcome everyone to Pennsylvania College of Technology. If you haven't heard of us before, we're located in central Pennsylvania in Williamsport, PA. Our school, we have about 5,000 students here at the college. So what's going to happen, I'm going to share my screen here, then we'll go around the room, do some brief introductions, and then we'll kick things off. Please, like our facilitator said, if you have any questions, feel free to type them in the Q&A section, and at the end, we'll certainly go through those for you. So let me go ahead, I'm going to share the screen for you. Well, I figured this out. Do you guys want to give the introduction? You guys can start us off.
Yeah, I'll kick it off. So my name is Brad Walter. I'm an admissions counselor here at Penn College. I actually work with our local territory and getting into northeastern Pennsylvania. I'm a graduate of Penn College. I graduated from here in May 2019. While I was here, I studied business administration and played baseball.
Perfect.
Hi guys, I'm Ashley Felix and I'm actually a junior here at Penn College. My major is human services and restorative justice, and I double minor in criminal justice and psychology. I'm actually a presidential student ambassador with the school also. So I handle a lot with tours, I deal a lot with students, potential students, new students. So any questions you guys have, feel free to ask them and I will try my best to answer them for you.
Perfect, thank you. And my name is Bryce Winder. I am one of the admissions counselors here at the college as well. I deal with primarily New Jersey students, as well as a little portion on the Lehigh Valley of Pennsylvania, as well as a small portion of the Hudson Valley up in New York. So like I said, like we all said, we're very happy and excited to be here. So can you guys see the screen? Okay, perfect. Let's get things started then. So Pennsylvania College of Technology. So what we really focus on here is hands-on applied technology education. So what exactly does that mean? Well, here at Penn College, you're not going to be sitting in a lecture the entire time. We guarantee you that. For most of our labs here on campus, for most of our classes, you're going to get about 1 hour of lecture time with about 3 hours of lab instruction time. Meaning you're not going to be sitting in class listening to PowerPoints like this one, for example, for hours and hours and hours, weeks on end. That's not going to happen at Penn College. You're going to be learning in whatever trade, whatever program you're learning in by physically doing it. So like I said, you're going to practice what you're learning theory-wise, anything in the classroom, and then you're physically going to go to the lab space and you're going to learn it that way. It's a big thing in what we do here, and we really believe in that learning philosophy here at Penn College. So just a couple things. So we have over 100 diverse majors here at the college. We'll get into those examples here in a little bit. But one thing we really pride ourselves on is our 98% graduate placement rate. So let's break that down a little bit. What exactly does that mean for you as a student, as potentially a high school student, for example? Well, that means when you come to college at Penn College and you graduate, which is the ultimate goal, of course, you're going to be getting a job. Oftentimes, it is not whether you're going to be getting a job at Penn College, it is where you're going to be getting a job, and it's really up to you for that matter. We have students that go all over the country, all over the world, and part of that is because we have that awesome graduate placement rate. Now, I touched on it a little bit in that last slide. We have over 150 learning labs here at the college. All of our programs, they have a learning lab associated with it, but many of them have multiple learning labs associated with it. So when you come to campus and you see that, you're going to get that experience. You're going to be in those spaces. You're going to be learning with your hands in that sort of environment. And then last, we really pride ourselves in our low class sizes. Here you can see our average class size is about 16 students. Now, that's really important because you're going to learn, in a pretty one-on-one environment. Oftentimes, you're going to get to know your professors extremely well. They're going to get to know you extremely well. They're going to know if you're understanding a concept or if you're not understanding a concept. And the same goes with your classmates as well. You're not going to be in a lecture hall where you have a couple hundred people and you don't know anybody. You're going to grow with these people. They're going to become not only oftentimes, professional relationships, but you're going to build those personal relationships as well. So that small class size, it helps all of that here at Penn College. So like I said, access to the latest technology. You can see in our pictures here, all of our labs are state-of-the-art. Now, how exactly do we keep them state-of-the-art? Well, we put a lot of time, we put a lot of resources into keeping this. We also have these really great industry partners that allow us to keep excelling and doing what we're doing here at Penn College. So some of the partners, we have UPMC, they're a massive partner for our health programs here at the college. We have Caterpillar is a big one, Honda's one. So not just these small companies, they're really these large companies that everyone's heard of, and they really are a big believer in programs that we do here at Penn College. So I always like to tell students and families, you're not going to be learning, your computer class on a computer from the 1980s. That's not what we do here. We want you learning on the latest, greatest technology. That way you're able to hit the ground running when you graduate here and get that dream job that you're looking for.
So we recently reconstructed our school to have 3 main schools within it. So the way that breaks down is our business, arts and sciences, engineering technologies, and then the nursing and health sciences. And as Bryce said, we really have over 100 majors that if you go through our website and you go through these 3 programs or the 3 schools, I'd almost guarantee you're going to find a program that you're interested in, whether it's, business related, baking, culinary. The engineering technologies is our largest school. Within there's architecture, there's civil engineering, heavy equipment management, and just a number of really, really interesting programs that I would recommend you check out. And then we have our nursing and health sciences school. So there we have a nursing program, surgical technology, radiography. We also have a physician's assistant program. So again, I really encourage you to go check out our website. I'd be surprised if you don't find a major that you're interested in or have questions about. And within all of these programs, you're going to find yourself, you're either going to be doing an internship, you're going to be doing clinicals, or you're going to have a senior capstone. A lot of the programs you're going to have one of each. So we really use internships as a strong suit for us. We have a lot of business industry partners that, over a summer, you'll go and you'll do an internship with them. Some of them are paid, some of them are unpaid, but it gives you an opportunity to at least go out for a summer, get some experience in your field, and get some money as well. So And a lot of those companies, you do an internship with them once, maybe twice, but they're going to be offering you a job just because they find out how our students work and just how they know how to do everything for each field. And finally, you know, a lot of our students have access to global opportunities. So almost every single program gives you the chance to get outside of America and go see what it's like outside and see what their industry is like outside of America. For example, some of our dental hygiene students, each year they'll go to the Dominican Republic. Our business students can go to Austria, and just a number of opportunities where you can go and study abroad and learn what it's like outside of the normal.
So here at Penn College with student life, there's a lot of things to do. On campus, we pride ourselves that there's always an event going on. We always have something for students to go on. We have a stall wall that lists all of our events for the month. If you live on campus, our RAs, they're very adamant of having events and things for students to do on the weekends. So there's always something to do on campus. The great thing is that it's for everybody. We get together, we all have fun, and it's never a dull moment here at Penn College. So I can guarantee that. And we also have more than 65 student organizations and clubs. They run from anything to Baja, from Baja Club to the Engineering Club, Diesel Club, the Nursing Club. And if by chance you look through them and you see like it's nothing interests you, or maybe it's not exactly what you want, the perfect thing about Penn College is all you need is 10 friends and you can actually start your own organization. And we actually encourage students to do that. So that's another great thing that I really appreciate myself about Penn College, is there's always an organization for everybody. And like I said, by chance, if there's not, you can make one. All you need is 10 friends.
Right, and like I said, so I played baseball here at Penn College. We're a Division III school with the NCAA. We have 14 teams actually participating in the NCAA Division III level. So really, if you're interested, you're playing high school sports or just interested in playing at the next level, we do have an athletics website that I would encourage you to go check out. You can fill out a recruit form where you put in your information, and then it'll actually populate you to the specific coach where they can reach out and get in contact with you about the possibility of playing at the next level. We also have a number of club sports that you can participate in. So if you aren't really fully looking to make that commitment to the collegiate athletics, you can do club sports, which is just for fun. We also have intramural athletics, which take place. So whether it's flag football, ultimate frisbee, kickball, horseshoes, we have all that on campus that gives you an opportunity to take your mind off school and actually, you know, get active and have some fun with your friends. So I also forgot to mention, I'm from Williamsport. So I grew up here, I was born here. I've pretty much been to every single spot of town. In the middle there, you'll see a nice picture. But there's a lot to do here just outside of campus, whether it's going out to eat, if you like to hike, you like to get out on the river, you like to fish, hunt. We have shopping malls around here. So there's really a lot of things to do in Williamsport for just about anybody. And that's what I like so much about it. You have, it's like 3.5 hours to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 3 hours to Philadelphia. You can get up to Buffalo, New York, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You can get down to Washington, D.C. So the nice thing about it is it's in a good location where, you know, it's not the biggest city, but if you're looking for that kind of experience, it's pretty much right next door, and it can be a nice day trip for you. So really, who is the Penn College student? We keep talking about all these programs and talking about the experience we've had and what you can have, but who is the Penn College student? So we're looking here, about 90% of our students are from Pennsylvania. 80% of them are pursuing a bachelor's, while about just under 20% are going for their associates, and then we have a number of students going for their certificate as well. 80% of them are full-time, and you can see throughout these charts and in the diagrams how all of that breaks down, especially through the largest program areas. So if you see any of those that are interesting to you, again, go to our website, check it out. About 60% of our students are male and about 40% are female.
I forgot I was on mute. I'm sure everybody's done that. So perfect. So one of the things we like to do here at Penn College is we love to talk about our alumni, because we truly have a lot of great alumni who are doing awesome things. So we'd love to talk about them. So one of them we like to talk about, her name is Hannah Williams. So Hannah's story, through a lot of perseverance in her personal life, her big dream job was getting a job at John Deere. Well, John Deere, they were at our college and career fair that we have every spring. And she went up to their booth, she gave them their resume, talked to them a little bit, and they kind of said, well, we don't know if you're the right fit here, try again maybe in the future. Well, she didn't really like that answer, didn't really sit well with her. So she went back to the booth later in the day, talked to the same person, and, kind of pitched her case as to why she was a really good applicant for the job. Well, through that conversation and through that perseverance, she ended up getting not one, but 2 different internships with John Deere. And then after both of those internships, she ended up getting a full-time job. So that is just an example, not only of what a lot of perseverance and a lot of hard work, but a Penn College education can really give you those sorts of opportunities. So that's why we love to talk about our alumni. Now, of course, Hannah, she's not the only alumni we like to talk about. Christina there, she actually was the CHOP champion on Food Network, if you've seen that show. We have people that are working for Google Pixel, FC Dallas, Amazon Robotics, UPMC, and then the final gentleman there, Corey, on the right-hand side, actually works for a company that makes the signage for Universal Studios. So, of course, these are just one of our many different alumni stories. We have an alumni network of over 60,000 of them. We have one of them even sitting here in the room with Brad for this call. So, there's no shortage of Penn College success stories and Penn College alumni here from the college. So let's talk a little bit about the admissions process a little bit. Brad, do you want to tell us a little bit about what they can expect if they want to come to Penn College?
Yeah, definitely. So we really break it down into a 3-step admissions process. That first step is going to be completing the application. It's a free application. You can just go to our website. It's going to be all over. You almost have to try to miss it. We also accept the Common App. The second step is going to be to submit your materials. So this could be anything from your high school transcripts, any other institutions that you attended. We don't require the SATs, but if you did take those, you can submit them. And that sort of takes us into the third step here, which is meeting placement requirements. So we are a test optional school. We don't require the SAT or the ACT. We conduct our own placement tests in math and English. And what that really does is, 1, it allows us to make sure students coming in are college ready. And then 2, we're able to build their first semester schedule off of their placement results. So we're going to get you in the math and the English class that best suits you to set you up for success. So everybody's going to come in at a different ranking, and that's what we understand. So we're going to set you up in that first semester to get the material and the information you need to be successful in your program.
So let's talk about visit opportunities. Obviously, the elephant in the room is that, we have a global pandemic on our hands, but we are very fortunate enough here at Penn College to not only have our students here learning on campus and in person, but to have these great visit opportunities for you as well. You can view all of these on pct.edu/visit. It's right at the top right-hand corner if you're on a desktop or a laptop or an iPad, anything like that. So let's just highlight a couple of these. That way you know what the difference is between them. So First, we have our self-scheduled personal visit tours. These are definitely going to be the one that I recommend. So it's going to give you a campus tour, it's going to give you a housing tour, as well as it's going to give you a lab tour that you could choose, based off your interest with a faculty member. So you're really going to get that whole Penn College experience, and it's going to be one-on-one with you and a student ambassador, the admissions counselor, as well as the faculty member for the program. So definitely take advantage of those. We also have what's called our Saturday academic tours. So these are going to be for our families and our students that can't quite make it during the week, but they still really want to see our lab spaces. So those are out there. There are various Saturdays throughout the fall here. I'm sure we'll be launching more here for the spring pretty soon, so you can check those out as well. And then, of course, we have those general campus tours. Those are going to be on Tuesday and Thursdays afternoons. Once again, you have to register for those online, but we'd love to have you there if you just want to get a little bit of a feel for campus. And then, of course, we have those countless virtual events. We've conducted quite a bit in the past 6 months or so since COVID has started, but you can actually access all of those past events in the library on our website under that virtual page, or that event page for that matter as well. But then finally, we have these self-scheduled appointments with your admissions counselor. If you would actually go to my webpage, which I'll show you on the last slide here, my contact information, you can actually schedule either a phone call appointment with me or a virtual appointment with me. You can ask anyone on this screen. I love talking with families and students one-on-one. It's a great experience. And if you have any questions about Penn College or a program or the admissions process, please reach out to me that way, and I'd be more than happy to set up a date and a time to talk with you about it. So like I said there's a picture of me, and there's my contact information as well. Please, you can reach me if you have questions, if you'd like to talk about a program, set up a tour, anything like that. You can feel free to email me. I also have a texting number as well, which is really great. I love texting back and forth with students and parents to answer those questions as well. And you can also feel free to give me a call as well. And then you can go to that www.pct.edu/Bryce page to see some of the schools that I'm doing virtual sessions with in New Jersey, as well as to schedule those appointments with me as well. So at this point, we're gonna open it up to any Q&As, see if any have come in here. Please feel free, if you missed it at the beginning, to type in any question and answers. We'll be very honest with you. We have 2 admissions counselors, 1 alumni on the panel, as well as 1 current student on the panel. So between the 3 of us, we could probably get you a pretty good answer to your question. So we'll give it a minute here, see if anything pops in. It doesn't look like anything is there yet, but like I said, feel free if you're typing to go ahead and type that and submit it, and we'll take a look at them and answer that question for you. Well, we give them one last minute. If our facilitator would like to come in and just, wrap things up and see if any last minute questions come in, that would certainly be great.
Wow, you gave a lot of excellent information. I really enjoyed the presentation myself. I'm sure it helped a lot of people understand a little bit more about all that the Pennsylvania College of Technology can offer. Just to wrap this up, when the session closes, there's a brief survey that will appear in the window. We strongly encourage you to take advantage of other sessions. It's really the best way to find a lot of good information right at your fingertips. And I wanted to let you know that these sessions are going to be recorded, so you can share it with a friend. So thank you so much for joining us, and we appreciate your time today visiting with us. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
All right, guys, you did an awesome job. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really great balanced presentation. So
Thank you.
nice meeting you all virtually, but I thought it was awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Good
All
luck
right.
in your recruitment.
Thanks so much. Have a great evening.
You too.
All right.